Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a really, really good day. Really good week so far. Oh, missing the
Yeah,
Chihuahua.
no, hold on.
Chihuahua's like
Yeah.
screaming over here.
I'm late. I'm late.
Hope everybody's
Thank you.
having such a great time. Thank you for joining us. And I just got the notification that we live.
We live.
We live. It's alive. What's going
Oh
on?
no, sorry.
What's going
Wrong.
on? What's going on? What's going on? Man, what a day.
What a day! What a day!
So we're live
Mary.
in Facebook. We're
Thanks,
live
Mary.
in YouTube. Um, well, she likes that shirt, man. Mary has been brainwashed by the mouse.
I mean,
I guess so. I guess so. Anyway, happy Monday, everybody. I am functioning still with coffee
I drank mine already.
because I'm running low.
I drank mine already.
Yeah, you did not play a game.
No, sir. You don't play games with coffee. Come on now.
Well, I did.
Mary. Mary and the cousins.
All right, people. So, damn, what a day. What an emotional time. And we're going to talk more about it, but as I worked today and as I was exhausted, because I had no choice but to think about, well, I have a choice, but it was really good to think about how everything unfolded yesterday. From the minute that we arrived to Magic Kingdom to living through that adventure,
Right.
and then saying, okay, we gotta go work. Rodra,
Roger.
we gotta go to work, and then go to work and come back just to finish the night or the day in such a high note.
We're
And
crazy.
you know what? There's times in life that you say, you know what the hell am I thinking? But once you experience that, you're like, I made the right choice.
Right.
And last night, as a fan, as a theme park fan, as a Disney fan, it was the right choice, and I don't regret it. I will do it
Oh
over
yeah,
and
definitely.
over and over. And I couldn't ask for a better partner
Thanks.
than my partner in crime, who always is up to do any crazy adventure with me. That ride has such an emotional aspect on anybody who's been visiting Magic Kingdom. There's not a way to take that back.
No,
You know, the ride was built in 1992. I went for the first time in 1994.
I don't remember.
I think I shared in the live stream that was probably the second or third ride that I ever experienced in Disney, and it was my dream to ride that ride because I remember before I arrived, one of the things that they will show you was that 50 feet
Drop.
drop. What an epic uh, ride! Despite all the craziness of how political
The
and how
political.
everything is becoming, it is, you gotta admit that if you have gone to Magic Kingdom or Disneyland, Splash Mountain has something to do with your
Right.
memories. Sometimes the best decision we can do for ourselves are the craziest decision.
So true.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Hey Marquise, how are you?
My keys.
I love the fact that I was able to have my entire family on that ride, including my youngest nephew and nieces before it closed.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
Yeah.
mean, the memories, that's what it is. When we come to this park, it's just to build
Right.
memories. And I don't care what belief you have in regards, once again, on Splash Mountain, but you have to admit the Splash Mountain is in everybody's memories.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I have spent all day, although they're like, oh my God, I'm tired,
So.
my body aches, you know, I'm getting older for this. And it just goes back into flashback. And I say, you know what? We are blessed to own a business. We were blessed to actually had our first event yesterday, and on top of that, to be able to end early
Or an early event, yeah,
to
which is not
go.
the normal for us.
However, I can guarantee you that the way that we are, we would have spent the entire day over there.
I think so.
We would have opened the park just like we did, and we would have ended the park and
Especially
later than we ended last night.
especially because I think since Splash was so busy, all the other rides were almost walk-ons.
Yeah,
Like you didn't really have to make too much time for the other
I
rides.
feel like at one point we would have probably taken the kids and you and I would have just stayed until like late.
Yeah.
Wait until you see what happened after we left. I just finished a video from Adam the Woo, somebody who I admire. You all saw me talking about him yesterday. You saw me talking to him yesterday, and he stayed. He stayed the whole entire time.
Yeah.
He stayed on time entire time. Wait until I show you that experience. But anyway, Road Rap. I really wish they didn't tear it down. I never been on it. That's really disappointing. The circumstances around it. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, the cool thing, you know what? Sometimes, even though we are emotionally attached to certain things, it opens the door of new opportunities for you to create new memories with your loved ones. So, you have spoken before about having kids. Princess and the Frog happens to be even one of Kyla's favorite movies as she watched growing up. And I could only imagine watching Kyla and the newer generation
Yeah.
enjoying Princess and the
Right.
Frog. What we need to learn from this is that as a society, we need to stop being so sensitive about everything going on. Because I can guarantee you, if we don't change 20 years down the road, Princess and the Frog may offend somebody
It's
too.
gonna offend somebody.
You know, it's gonna come and it's gonna offend people. We just gotta focus on the storyline of things and move on and enjoy it. And that's pretty much what it is. But we're gonna be creating new memories, and that's the way that I take it.
Agreed.
So, moving right along, guys. I'm gonna show you a couple of things. We're gonna
I'm not
start
gonna.
with Universal Studios as usual. Um, Side news talking about Epic Universe. They're giving credit to somebody who might have put this together. Um, what they believe is gonna be the track for the roller coaster for the monsters.
Mm.
Okay, and we'll get back to the credit in a little bit. But this is the low zone, the on low zone, brake, S curve, some kind of horseshoe, airtime heel.
No, it's gonna come this way.
I mean, sorry, yeah,
Get it right.
and then airtime heel. But again, this is honestly, this is screaming family.
Family, yeah.
This is screaming family. I don't care what anybody keeps saying. I'm telling you, Epic Universe will be nothing but a family theme park. You can see it. Mary says, Sally, there's controversy even on Princess and the Frog already. So that's the truth. Yeah, we're going to
It's gonna
continue.
have anything.
Yeah.
Anything is gonna have controversy nowadays.
You're going to look at Snow White that was done 70 years ago, and there's going to be something with Snow White. So there's always going to be something. So the second hotel south of Universal Epic Universe, known as Project 192, look, I mean 912. So this is how we're looking right now. This is as of a few hours ago.
Wow, that's coming up.
I actually drove by today.
Yeah, just to look at it. Or
No, I was in
because
the
you had
area.
to.
I was coming from. I have. So let me locate this really quick. Okay, so I have a school around this area, a school over here. So I was coming from a school down this area, and I had to make it on the other way, on the other side of town. So it's easier for me to shoot straight on Universal Boulevard. So I was able to see it because now, as you're driving, obviously you look up and then you can see stuff.
Right.
So it's kind of cool to be able to now see it in picture and as you're driving, you're seeing it. Shout out to whoever is taking this, whether it's Cygnus or whoever. But I mean, these are drone pictures, people. If you're wondering, I don't want to throw. I don't want to say Cygnus. It could be somebody else. It's more than offensive as an Afro American, knowing that book the ride is based is utterly disgusting and blatant racism. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it definitely is. It's just like a mix of emotions, and this is not to disrespect anybody, but the way I see things is as follow. A ride was built back on 1992, and I hope that you and I can agree to disagree, because I'm a firm believer of being neutral. Um, I'm a firm believer of being fair. And it's not about the significance or the meaning of the book, because obviously racism is racism. I mean, I'm a minority. Who am I to be supporting something that screams racism? I don't look at it as the racism. I look at it as the story, you know, that they were trying to present us. Disney was not saying, okay, let's be racist.
But
As you're writing it, and then trust me, as I'm recording it, doing the last record last night, I'm actually paying attention to the pictures and what they're doing and all that. And it's one thing that this is doing is completely different than what the book is representing. So I could see both sides of the story, you know, but that's I could tell you the same thing. Snow White is making fun of maybe little people. A little people can be now 70 years after and saying, I'm offended
mm,
because now they're calling us dwarf because that's offensive. So we got to stop a little bit. We got to back off, and we got to also look at the real story, the real meaning. No, I'm not defending the racism. No, I'm not in the side of like, let's applaud when people are doing something wrong, but you gotta look at it that in every single movie, there's always gonna be something offensive. Now, I take it from your point of view. Obviously, as an Afro American, I would be disgusted too. I'm minority as well, but I could take it. I could take it very disgusting too. If you want to look at Encanto, I mean, anybody as an American culture, you could take it very attacking towards your culture, because if you even watch Encanto, they're trying to display the culture from a Colombian family and how united they are. But you could say, wait a second, why they're insulting the American culture too? We're a very close family. We love each other. Yeah, we have differences, but what this is trying to represent now, that only Hispanic and Colombian are the people that are so united. You see, you could take every single Disney movie and turn it around on something that is completely offensive towards a culture, a person, a gender, and anything. You know what I mean? So what we need to do is just focus on the meaning, the story, how beautiful, because this thing never is gonna present something on a way that is they're trying to offend and break people's heart. Now Disney's moving towards representing the LGBT plus community, and that's offending many people. But you know what? Your rights end where mine start. You know, I love the people, but I could take it all the way too. So it's just like you have to see it that no matter what, people are always gonna could be up to a certain degree very offended. Now, also, you gotta see, or we all have to understand, when the book was written, it was written way back then. So things back then are not the same as they are right now, unfortunately. And I tell that to Karen right now. Unfortunately for us as content creator, I could guarantee you 10 years down the road, somebody can dig into our videos and may take a joke, may take a comment, and they say, well, Carlos and Karen said this. How dare they? You know, things change, things progress. And like Mary said, Princess and the Frog hasn't even come out, and people are already complaining about Princess and the Frog and criticizing Princess and the Frog. So, so you see, you're saying between being, it's different between call dwarf and celebrating one Latin culture than a story told by a slave and call the N word. Respect is respect, my friend. Respect is respect. If you were to call um, and I'm looking for the word, cause see, there's a terminology saying it. If you what is it? A little person, is it the
I
word?
don't know the politically
Yeah,
correct
but
word.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean. If you were to call a little person dwarf, you're offending it. You are saying a person that is little, you call him dwarf, is as bad as mentioning the N word to an Afro American, which I don't agree. By the way, I do not agree. So offensive is offensive. Respect is respect. So we can take it through many ways, but bottom line, sometimes you just gotta focus on the story, what Disney's trying to present, not so much on what we can dig out of the story, because now all these movies, because I think Snow White is 70 years old already.
I think so. I believe so. Yeah.
So imagine that you start digging into 70 years ago what the writer, what Walt Disney World and everybody was thinking. The last thing he wanted wasn't to insult anybody. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, this is another aerial view from Epic Universe. Um, if you could see, this is the Orlando Eye, right? This is basically close to. Let me see if I could put you more into the map. This is Universal Boulevard. This is Sand Lake Road. So basically, we're coming from a road over here that is called John Young Parkway. So we're coming from the other side of the park over here. So now, so this is where basically, um, I hope I'm helping you. If you have ever driven in Orlando, um, this just goes to show you how big this park is. I keep saying it. These pictures, they don't do any justice. All we can do, like right now, you may think, "Damn, excuse me my language, like, dang,
Really? Come
this
on now.
this park is huge." I could only imagine it walking.
I it's gonna take a while.
I
That's
mean,
gonna take a couple days. I think you're gonna do like one day where you walk the entire thing, and then one day to like go like a couple days to go land by land by land,
yeah,
because that looks massive.
because I mean, this is our aerial, so you're looking at it from a different perspective. Imagine you trying to walk from, like Karen said, from one line to the other, to the other. I mean, this is huge, and it's very impressive. So construction continues on How to Train Your Dragon theater show. I mean, I'm gonna mention it again. Once again, these are just speculations. These are what people believe Universal is gonna do. The only confirmed land is Super Nintendo World. Other than that, this is what people are speculating that it could be. Then you have again another look on how to train your dragon. Train is it train station? That's what I said. But anyway, yeah, it looks like a
It
station.
looks like a station. Yeah.
So pretty cool though.
What's that for though?
How to train your dragon. Allegedly,
Right, right, right.
because we don't know what it is. But again, I mean, look at the amount of space. So, jeez, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
My key.
Okay, my bad. Marquis said, "I can't wait for the park to open. They are working on it so far, man.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's
I
coming up.
cannot wait either. I am so excited about this park. And you're right. They're moving really
I wonder if
quick.
I wonder if they're trying to build it faster than what to open it faster
But
than
they
what
announced 2025, so I don't know that they're gonna back out of that. You know what I mean?
No, I don't say back up, but maybe they can open it a little
They
earlier.
may
You know
do
what I
a
mean?
soft
Like maybe they're
opening.
trying to open it earlier.
It looks like Universal's following in that trend of doing soft openings.
Because
So you just
they
never know.
they already gave the window to Disney for them to do something. So
yeah. So Andiana, how are you?
hello, thanks for joining us, guys.
I driven to IOA and Universal still gotten lost. I can imagine Disney. This is hard though to
Yeah,
drive.
Disney is complicated. I get lost and I drive there every day.
I haven't been since 1995, and I don't even remember it. I know I went because it's on VHS. Ironically, the first time that we went actually was in the camcorder, the little disc. That was I
I
gotta
still have like one of the
I
little
gotta check if my
camcorder
mom
there.
has it. That would be kind of cool if I could find it and then put it in video, like in a computer. That'll be kind of cool. I hope to go with my family soon. Cecilia, how are you? Hope you're doing well.
Let's give David. David.
Hello, David. Hope everything's going well with you. I just told one of my coworkers who is thinking about going to Universal if they can wait until 2025 to do it for Epic Universe. I agree.
I agree. At this point, if people are saving to come to Universal, you might as well wait. Say more.
Mary said, "Thank God for phones and GPS now for direction." Amen.
I wouldn't get anywhere without GPS. I still put my GPS every day to go to work. Not so much to get me, because I know the route, but just to make sure that accidents or so it tells me a different way to go if there's an accident.
And Rodra, you're not by yourself. Look, I still get lost using maps on my phone and horrible and directions.
I am horrible.
So is Karen. So
even we get to places where even the kids are telling me, "Mom, we're going the wrong way." I'm like, okay.
David says, "I said it before. I heard a lot in the news about it. I'm excited about the Monsters area they're going to put at Epic Universe."
Yeah, I kind of hope they bring a monster show, like the Universal Monster Show.
That would be cool, man.
Yeah, we need a show.
Now this is the entry for the entry portal. I'm sorry. And they're saying that this is the entry portal that rises by How to Train a Dragon. So look at all these. This is just massive, man. You know, and how blessed are we to seeing this thing being built?
I think that's exciting thing because obviously we weren't around when Disney was built. You know what I mean? So we didn't see all that, and even then we wouldn't have seen all this because back then the technology wasn't there. You wouldn't be able to get all this. So it's amazing the time that we're in that we actually get to see this being built, like in our era,
definitely
in the kids' era. You know, like.
Anyways, guys, if you haven't done so, make sure you smash that like button because definitely you guys been doing very well.
Yeah, thank you. We do appreciate it.
I mean, we've been discovered by people. Like I was answering some comments. People are discovering our channel because of you guys. Thank you so much for the lots of support, for smashing that like button, for everything, for viewing our videos. You guys,
for our late night lives.
Good Lord. I was nervous.
I was nervous.
I'm like, nobody gonna watch.
I didn't think anybody was gonna join last night. So thank you for all who did.
I knew, and you know, no offense to anybody. I'm like, well, I know Mary saw. Maybe Mary joined, so then she'll be like, all right, I gotta go. I'm not gonna be there for 4 hours with you guys because remember when we got there, supposedly the line was for 4 hours. Brian from Orlando.
Brian,
get it right. I always say that Brian is my buddy.
Buddy.
But I always gotta make fun of him, or else he'll probably ask what's wrong with me.
That is true.
So, anyways, if you ever doubt where's Brian from, he's telling you he's from Orlando. Check him out. Brian and his fiance.
Congratulations,
Stephanie. They have an amazing YouTube channel, and although they film a lot of things, they're mainly focused on Halloween Horror Nights. You know, don't kill me, Brian. But there are former scare actors from HHN, and it's kind of cool to hear from them, not only from their expertise when they used to be scare actors, but also they are outstanding, talking about, the things that are coming to HHN, So anyway, I just want to shout out my buddy Brian and our and staff because they do an amazing job. These are people that, when we start talking about HSN, you're going to hear me. Check out Lush TV, Adrian. Check out Brian from Orlando because they put killer content. Killer content when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights.
Killer.
Mary, she's probably she didn't
I'm
fall
proud.
asleep.
You didn't fall asleep, Mary.
Caro,
Hola.
how are you? I watched the replay from last night.
Yeah,
I was surprised
thank you.
that it wasn't that long. I am telling you, see, Karen was like, this is what Karen said. This is what Karen said to me. She said, as we're leaving, if it's still 200 minutes, we're not going to do it.
I don't talk like that.
And I was like, let me tell you something. Because she's like, we got to go. I'm like, nah. If I actually walk about 1 mile, because actually the lady from the tram said it yesterday, it's 1 point something miles before you actually make it to the Magic Kingdom. And I'm like, if I gotta walk 1 mile to make it to the Magic Kingdom, I am not returning. We're doing the line. I'm not a baby. You were the baby, saying that you didn't want to do the line. And I said, there's no way they're gonna keep that thing at 4 hours. I know how theme parks are. They always exaggerate towards the end of the night their wait time because they want to basically kind of scare you away. And I knew it. And the minute I saw that where we were earlier,
yeah.
It was
as soon as we walked to that section, we knew that it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
The line wasn't even to the entrance, like to the entrance of the.
I just seen a video cast member riding Splash Mountain last night. They were crying. Yes,
they were the last ones to go.
Very touching.
It's sad because obviously they're all gonna get displaced. They're all gonna get moved to different rides now. So it's sad.
Brian said, "Don't make me blush now. I love you, but we love
you guys. We miss you guys. We don't get to see you.
But hey, Mardi Gras is coming. I know you and Steph hang out on Mardi Gras, so let's hang out, man. Let's do something. Mary said, "All I know is I understand why people love the trends after going to Magic Kingdom and walking in."
Yes.
And yes. Now, luckily, we parked super close.
Yeah.
Last night.
I mean, we got there like at 9:30 at night.
Yeah. So there was no parking at the end, and then you could park anywhere. So we were like in the front, so that wasn't bad.
We were the crazy ones that are like usual. They were crazy ones walking in while everybody was walking out.
Yeah. When we do the adventures like that and we see that massive amount of people coming out and we're the only two going in, we look at each other like, what the heck are we?
What are we doing?
Rodra said, my husband is the same way, Carlos. I am a chicken for a ride, which is rare. He forces me to go on it and complains we didn't pay all this money to come to this park and not go in the rides. You're right.
But then I didn't plan it correctly either because I didn't wear the right shoes to begin with. And I was like, crap, I forgot my other shoes. But anyway, I did all right.
But you already knew our intention. Miss
I
Sheila.
know, but
Miss Sheila, where you been? We miss you. I got to call out Miss Sheila. I'm sorry. I will love Miss Sheila so much.
Don't call her out like that.
Because I worry. I almost texted you today to say, hey, can you just text Miss Sheila? Because I haven't seen her. I hope that she's doing well.
Yes.
You know,
I was concerned as well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you guys sign up to become part of our family, we notice you.
We don't see you. We start worrying.
We like, okay, what's going on? I mean, that sounds like a perfect time to go in. Yeah, definitely.
Everything else was like literally 5 minutes, which is everything was walk on.
And Diana said, I can hardly wait for Mardi Gras foods in the parade.
Yes, we can't wait either.
That is super fun. All right, so let's see what else.
Mary needs all the food too. We all need the food too. Hopefully they're good.
Theme test facades for what appears to be for the Harry Potter and Monster Lands at Epic Universe.
I said they look just like the ones with Monster. It's the same shot.
So, but remember,
That hasn't upgraded. That
they're
hasn't.
doing they're doing what they can. Hold on, let me see. Sorry, Miss Sheila.
Oh,
I've been with some back pain. Oh, I'm so
I'm sorry.
sorry.
Don't
Oh
listen.
yeah.
Don't listen to him, Miss Sheila. Don't.
No, it's just listen. It's because I worry about you. I know that you're like you like interacting with us, and we haven't seen you. And I thought of you today. Like I was like, where has been? I haven't seen Miss Sheila. So I almost told Karen to text you. But yeah, I have taken muscle relaxers. That's not a game. That's not a game. Not fun game. Some of them can knock you out. I hope they bring back the
That
arepas
arepas.
this year. The arepa, you know what? It got to the point that they were doing arepas in almost every single event.
Yeah.
They didn't do it for the holidays.
Oh, true, true.
So let's see. Let's see. Hopefully they do. Um, I just noticed that they added more launch track to this coaster over here. That's interesting. See, that's a kind of like a more difficult shot.
I'll be right back.
Our apologies, guys. We got one another thing. Poor Kyla, she's not feeling well, so she she's probably sleeping, and Kalel is just dog watching. And you know what happens when we leave Kalel in charge of the dogs. So anyway, look at this shot. This is pretty neat. Again, one of these things that I continue to say, I'm sorry if I sound very repetitive, but it just looks so massive. So massive. Who's messing with the dog? No, that's the Doberman. Every time that he wants to go out, he just barks. But sometimes lately he just want to go out just to run like a crazy maniac back there, and then he start barking at the air for no reason. So when he wants to go out, that's what he does. Oh, I forgot reading about this. Hold on. So current construction on Universal's Helios Hotel at the back of Epic Universe. So see, what's crazy is and interesting is that they're not building things per section. They're like you guys know what I mean. They're like all over. So normally I'm so used to seeing building kind of like maybe the land, they clear the land and then they focus on one area and they build it up and they focus on another one, build it up. But in Epic Universe, it's like everything is being built up, which is kind of cool. Bethany, I'm really curious to see how the ticket prices will change when Epic opens. You and me both.
Yeah.
That's
gotta be expensive.
That's
one
of my biggest concern right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Too many good things in that part. For the price to be like that.
I have always said that Universal rocks, especially when you want to become an AP. At least for locals. I cannot speak on behalf of out of state, but I even heard that people from out of state say, you know what, it's more depending how many times you come, sometimes it's more economic, cost effective for you to buy an AP, right? I am concerned because I don't want Universal's ego to get very big.
Yeah.
So
along with the price.
Remember, they keep saying we want to compete directly against Disney. We want to beat Disney in their mind. Remember when they said they have better cartoon movies than Disney. That's what they said, and for lack of a better word. So if they build this park, which we're all thinking is going to be amazing, what's stopping them from raising the prices? Then they're like, you know what? Now we can charge as much as Disney can.
They're gonna raise it. They have too many key elements in that park.
Think about it. They already have eight hotels. With these two more, that's 10. Then they're gonna have the largest theme park in town. Right. They're competing directly with Magic Kingdom. So what's stopping them for not raising the price? So for example, I pay $1,000 right now, unfortunately, for my annual pass for Disney. What's stopping Universal from doing the same thing?
Let's hope not.
I hope not. I'm saying but this is what makes me nervous. Mary said they don't want to give any hints
No.
if they build everywhere. You don't. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I was making the comment that normally you see people building a section,
Right. That's why I said that
so
from the beginning. It seems
it's
like they're
like
trying to build everything at the same
yeah,
time.
so it looks pretty cool. Even for out of state, it is very cost
Yeah.
effective. That's why I have an AP. I knew I come at least 2 times, and it was cheaper. I agree. That's how we ended up going to this Super Nintendo deal.
Yeah.
Because Karen and I have, I guess, what it will be the lowest. And honestly, listen, I just needed to get the darn reservation for Super Nintendo. I wasn't
We
gonna
already
pay,
gave passwords
but
just
still,
for.
but think about it. Here's how much Karen and I are gonna pay. For both of us, it's only gonna be $14 a month.
Right.
$14. That's it for Universal Hollywood. So I look at Karen and said, "This is a freaking ganga." I mean, if we would have paid it off, ganga means bargain, by the way. Um, if we wanted to pay it off, it would have ended. It was going to end up being 400 something just for the two of us.
Right.
For the lowest AP. Now, unfortunately, we don't get no discounts or none of that. But again, hey, I got access
We got in.
to go to Super Nintendo World now. Watch them go up tremendously in the 70s. Disney ticket worth $350 for a dollar. Yeah, they will. They will. Plus, now they carry the Harry Potter. They carry Super Nintendo. So yeah, they gotta pay bills.
Yeah.
I love my AP. I pay monthly for it, and for 3 of the highest passes, I only pay 110. I'll pay about $80 just for my ticket in Disney.
Yeah.
Just mine, nobody else, just one. It's about $80. So imagine that. Do the math. You could have gotten a whole package to Disney for $10 back then. Yeah,
Back in the day.
you could. Yeah, you could have gotten definitely. Especially with another Harry Potter attraction. The price probably
I
go
think the
up.
fact that they have Harry Potter and Mario together, that's gonna bring the prices up. But you know what I mean? Like,
and if you guys think about it, every time that I show you guys the merchandise over here, notice that we already discovered that the Harry Potter costs more money than the normal shirt. Already, you're paying more.
You're paying. We're gonna end up paying a premium for those two things being in that part.
Mary says $755 right now for prefer at Universal versus $1,400 for highest in credit pass at Disney. Yeah. It is a huge difference, but that's what I mean. You gotta see it this way. Now I'm gonna be because you guys know me. Hopefully, know me by now. I look at things a different perspective. I'm Universal right now. What do I have to offer? I only can offer 3 parks: Universal Studios, IOA, and a water park, a water theme park,
right?
Volcano Bay. So that counts as a park. So 3 parks, and then I only have 8 hotels. That's it. Now I'm Disney. I have 4 massive theme parks. I have 2 water parks, and I have close to 30 hotels.
2 mini golfs.
2 mini golf.
It's one
main golf, 2 golf courses.
Disney Springs. with high scale.
So
merchandise shops.
I'm Disney. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna charge you for what I have. You want to come to my product? Now they're gonna play the ego game. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm afraid of, because then the more the Universal builds, the more Universal say, well, wait a second. Now I have a park that competes directly with Magic Kingdom. I got the best park right now. Because right now, unless Disney doesn't come with a bombshell soon,
they're going to.
And they are, keep marking our words, they will be coming with either a theme park or a great extension of a land of things that people want to see. And ain't gonna be just a Princess and the Frog. It's gonna be something massive. The people are gonna like, finally, because they're gonna hush them down. Remember what I said. But until now, this is it. This is gonna be the king of the parks. Nobody, Universe,
people to beat.
Epic Universe right now is untouchable. So
untouchable.
It will. Once that happens, we may see an increase. So let's say we're paying $775 right now. it may go up to the 1,000.
1,000. I would see it going up to
1,000,
1,000. I hope it doesn't go any more than that.
$1,100. You just
Yeah.
never know. Hopefully I'm wrong. This is one of the predictions that I hope I'm completely wrong. And I'm not, and I'm okay if you guys call me out for it. Say, hey, you were wrong on the price. And I'll be like, yes. Because I'm afraid. I'm scared. Bethany says Disney's going to have to do new things to keep up. They still have more than Universal, but this new park will drive a lot of Disney traffic their way. Yeah, and Universal knows it, and Disney knows it. But there's one thing that Disney has. One thing that Disney can do right now that is gonna stop this project. Believe it or not, people have been begging Disney for a villain park.
Yeah.
I mean, you ought to see. I mean, those of you that saw Oogie Boogie Bash in our live stream, you guys were amazed on that. And it's all villains. Anytime that Disney does some kind of like villain night or villain after hours,
sells out quick.
Like that. Sold out. People, and people been begging Disney for villains. I mean, Disney can easily pull, if they want to, an Avengers campus here.
Yeah.
They could. I mean, they own it. You know what I mean? They have a lot of things that they could do.
They can do a park that has the villains part section, the Avengers section,
Zootopia, everything that they, what if,
all the one part.
All the what if that they had said in D23, they could put it just in one part. And that will stop it. But
that would be like this at that point.
Yeah, but you know what? For me, it's exciting because it's bringing the best to Orlando.
Yes.
The best to Florida.
It's good for them to compete with each other. Because that means they're just going to be bringing better and better things.
Competition is a healthy thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I am so happy that Universal is shaking Disney up.
Yeah, they needed to.
I am so happy because that just put their ego in check. And I really like that. Because now they're going to be forced to
step up their
game. And I like that. I really like it. They'll kill it with a villain part, yes. Yeah. And people been begging. I might become a Disney person for that. Yeah, you're not the only one. I am telling you. I am trying to figure it out. How can we go to California every Halloween just for Oogie Boogie Bash? I loved it that much. And by now, if you haven't discovered it, I love Disneyland a lot. But Oogie Boogie Bash hits different.
Yeah. I would love for them to do an Oogie Boogie Bash right here. They're not going to, but I wish they would. But that drives you to want to go to California.
If they were to do a villain park, woo,
and then they can do Oogie Boogie for Halloween. Then they can do 2 Halloween parties. They can do the Mickey's Not So Scary, and then do a Oogie Boogie.
Bethany says a villain park with more 3 rides will be so cool. Yes, but they have to be careful as how thrilling they will be, because remember, they still want to be family oriented. They don't want to get into the IOA and Universal mess, because then they're gonna push people away. I was just watching What If last night. What If is outstanding.
Yes.
And I'll tell you something, David. When we were able to see Zombie Cap, oh my God, I was like geeking out. I was like that made my whole night, and it only came out for that night.
Yeah,
because
that in California, I don't like how they do character meet and greets in Avengers Campus. It's a hot mess. That alone kind of drives me not to. I mean, it's so cool. You want to go to the land, but just not to make characters at some point, because it's not as organized as all the other portions of Disney. So I don't understand why they're doing it like that. But yeah, Zombie Cap was really
Zombie
cool.
Cap was outstanding. As my kid got older, they like Universal more than Disney. As do I. Yes, because Universal hit different target audience. It's more mature at that point. You're no longer into
the kiddie stuff.
Exactly. yeah, I'm gonna do Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do. You know what I mean? Not to disrespect anybody who loves those rides, because once in a
Well, I
while,
mean,
if Winnie the Pooh is really low, I'll ride it. You know, I'm okay with
right.
that. It's just the fact that he's, you know,
I think
a
it's just the age.
Spider Man versus Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Spider Man,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Smash that like button on YouTube if you haven't done so, guys. It helps us tremendously. If you happen to be brand new around here, consider becoming part of this family. I gotta check it out one year. That
California,
that's yeah, you're gonna fall in love.
you're gonna like it.
We love
Even Haunted
California.
Mansion over there is better, Mary.
So this is another look of Epic, and I mean he went crazy. Cygnus went crazy today. So this is Donkey Kong roller coaster. Look at this. I mean, look at this.
Look at it. Look at it.
This is outstanding. What else? What else? What else? View from the hub on Epic Universe.
It's massive.
I'm telling you, we all gonna need really good shoes, by the way, to walk this thing.
You're gonna need a couple days.
This is insane. Mary say, "Yeah, Kali, and don't be going all crazy to think I'm gonna get on a haunted mansion without my chat partner."
No, we'll write it together, but you're gonna like it.
Their haunted mansion is
It's better
better.
than ours.
Their pirates is
It's
better than
better.
ours.
Like the classic rides, I think theirs are better than ours.
I mean, all that it is, folks, this thing is gonna be outstanding. I mean, we all are excited. I cannot wait to experience it. Even better, I cannot wait for you guys to experience this thing so we all can be talking about this park. But that's gonna be so cool. Like on 2025, this family, you guys and us, will be in a live stream talking about, hey, remember when we saw it from the ground up?
Yeah.
I mean, remember when it was just a line?
Yes.
And to think, I mean, I remember seeing just like a plain land, and now I'm riding on that land.
Yeah.
This is insane, you know. So I cannot wait to have those kind of conversation with you guys. I have to go
From 5 days to 10. Jeez, the park is big.
Yeah,
it is
you
big.
do.
Yeah, I think whoever comes down when this opens, you just come down to see this park alone. I think
This is gonna be
unless you're coming, unless you're coming for quite a few days, and then you're gonna need rest days in between, like
sorry.
And coffee.
Taking my sip of coffee. Oh, we only
I just have my coffee cup.
How many hours do we actually?
I don't know. I didn't count.
Maybe like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Probably because I was dealing with Kyla too.
Yeah. In case you didn't know this is returning. A lot of people didn't know this. This is not new, people. The character dining has been always part of IOA. They stopped it during, obviously, before the pandemic. But now they're returning, and you could start doing it beginning of February 9. The reservations are not open. I think Mary's going to do it. We're going to hold on that for the moment. Because we got too many other expenses. You know, we got this California trip. We got Kyla.
Parts are coming with too many things at the same time, and we can't do them all.
And we got Kyla's cruise coming up that we have
40 some days away.
Yeah, so we decided, because it was gonna cost us $250 something, so we decided to kind of like, all right, let's slow down, because that's something that Cecilia, thank you so much for the super chat. Karen Coffee Club contribution.
Thank you.
I like it. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Love you. Thank you so much for the help, Cecilia. I promise you that that will be put in good use this weekend.
Yes.
Starting on Thursday, the minute that we land.
Yes. The minute we land.
Well, you got
it. Actually, probably when we get on the plane, we're gonna need one. And then when we get off, we're gonna need one.
I don't know about that. Well, we'll discuss that. So, but I mean, because when we leave Orlando, we're gonna leave at 6 something in the morning. And then when we land in LA, it's 3 hours back, right? So we land at 8:30 in the morning, something like that. So from there, then so you guys know how things are gonna go for us. We're gonna take like an hour ride from LA to Anaheim, and then we're gonna imagine that there's not gonna be room available, so we're gonna drop our stuff and then go to Disneyland, and then from there we're gonna start working for you guys to create content.
Yes.
So I'm anticipating that after we vlog for a little bit and rest maybe some, we're gonna come back later that day and then we do a live stream. So when you look at it, the first day from people coming from East Coast to West Coast, it ends up being like a really long day because of the time change. So those morning flights are the best. Yes, they are. And then we're catching a red eye to come back home. So then we'll be here on Tuesday at 6 in the morning. So then we'll come over here and then I'm gonna go to work. Yeah, I know. I'm freaking nuts. I know. I always fly early.
Take the kids to school and plug in and work probably.
Yeah. So this thing is $49.99 per adult and $24.99 for the kids. And then you get to see all the characters, all the Marvel character. I'll be honest with you. I'm just gonna judge it by the Halloween Horror Night dinner character and the breakfast character with the Grinch. We loved it.
Yes.
You cannot go wrong with this.
Right.
I'm not gonna we haven't even gone, and I can guarantee you, if we were gonna go, we'll probably, chances are, we would enjoy it.
Right.
Because it's Marvel.
It's Marvel, yeah, it's Marvel.
One. And then Cafe 4 isn't Cafe 4. If you didn't know, Cafe 4 is like the Louis Italian quick service in Universal. It's the same thing. This is Cafe 4. So I'm assuming you're gonna be able to get different type of pizza or any kind of quick service Italian food, some spaghetti, some meatballs, and you know what I mean. So you cannot go wrong with this, and you get also a picture,
nice.
One digital picture, just like the other character dining. Mary said those morning flights are the best. I'm sorry.
I read that one. You gotta talk to.
Yeah, you're pulling on Mary. Yes, I am.
Yes, we are.
Yes, I am. I used to do that when I used to go to Vegas for work because we have as DJ we have a conference in Las Vegas. Karen can tell you that I will catch the red eye, come over here, change, and then go to work.
Yeah.
Even my boss will be like, "You are freaking insane."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I sleep in the plane. I'll be fine. Yeah, that's my nickname, not job. I come back this upcoming visit and land at 1 in the morning, then go into work the next day. Yeah.
Yep. Way to do it.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Reservations open. Well, I'm gonna say that it used to be open because this thing has been already sold out. So lesson learned, always keep an eye on social media out there, especially if you're an AP and you're planning to come here and you want to ride a float. They normally open reservations for a pass holder to ride on the floats. They're super fun. We got hours for the Sunday. Mary will be with us on that Sunday too, because we're gonna have a blast. But it's already sold out. The only way that you could do it now is by trying to get into the virtual queue at noon, the day off. In case you didn't know, we explained this the other day, but here's the proof. All the characters that are supposed to be in the kids zone, now they're spread all over Hollywood Boulevard. I cannot wait to go to Universal during the day so I can see them.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know we've been going to them during the evening and all that. They're no longer there, but yeah, this is it, man. And then Shrek is by the media center, so that's kind of cool, that you still can experience. I'm upset. I mean, Dunkin', they needed to keep Dunkin' somewhere.
Yeah.
They needed to keep Donkey somewhere. Miss Sheila, thank you so much
Miss
for the
Sheila, thank
super
you.
chat. Recharge on Karen's Coffee Club Fund. Have a great flight. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much. Yeah,
guys. We appreciate it.
we trust me, we're gonna use it. They should have the Zombie Avengers at Asia Shenten at Disney. Man, that would be perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. The
Yeah.
what if characters?
Oh my goodness, that would be so awesome. But that's the thing. I don't think that Disney wants to go as dark.
No.
However, if they were to do a theme park just for villains, they could pull that off. That would be so outstanding. Universal annual pass holder magnet is coming. Obviously, free for us. So make sure that you grab it. And while supply lasts from February 4th to the 16th, you can find it in IOA from 11 to 4. So there you go. Then moving right along, we told you about this. Thunder Falls is shut down because they're refurbishing the
The
roof.
roof. The roof. The roof.
Mary said, "I cannot wait for the magnet." Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Um, you can also go to the Five and Dime store for magnet. Oh yeah, that's cool then. Good to know. Hope they still have them when I get there. They'll probably have it.
Yeah.
When it comes to magnet, they do very well. They order enough. All right, moving along to
another magnet.
Walt Disney World. Talking about magnets, if you are a annual pass holder, now they started distributing this past week. Obviously, I haven't been in Epcot to pick up mine, but I tell you what, I heard a lot of people very happy with this magnet. They said they're super cute. People are loving it. Um, and I think I mentioned that in a video the other day. There's not a lot done with Dumbo.
No.
As cute as Dumbo could be. You know what I mean? And I think anytime that they do something with Dumbo, people go crazy about it. But this is super cute. They are super cute.
Dumbo's underappreciated.
Yes, he is. Mary says, yep, once they close the lounge, they move everything over there. She's referring to the Five and Dime. So the lanyards can be picked up there too. Oh, I had no idea. I thought it was only in IOA.
Good to know. The more you know.
The more you know. Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway to open with virtual queue only at Disneyland. So here's where I need you guys to do me a favor. We're taking this trip with one of the main objective is to do this right. I need you all to set up prayer for us. So that way we're allowed, God helps us find a virtual queue.
Yeah.
We have never found a virtual queue in Disneyland. Every time that we try, we never can land a virtual queue. So here's the goal. We are gonna attempt. We're gonna go crazy attempting this. We gotta go at 7 in the morning, kind of like they do it over here, and we're gonna attempt to get on a virtual queue on Friday. But on Friday, it's gonna be everybody trying to do the same thing. That's number one. Number two, at 8 o'clock, you have to be in the park at 8 o'clock in order to do this. Then we're going to attempt to buy a lining lane. That way we can secure 2 spots. The reason why we want to do this is that the first time that we go on, we're going to test out to make sure that we have enough signal. We don't know how that building works. If we feel that we have enough signal, then the second time, if we're lucky, if you guys, the prayer work in our favor, and if it doesn't, God knows why he does certain things, So, but ideally, if we're able to get those 2, then we're like, okay, the second round, then we're going to go live and bring you guys to that ride with us. Things that I'm hearing already about the ride that are different than ours. Number one, the queue line is different, completely different. Because remember when they did it over here, they took over the Chinese theater. So they're
already working with the building,
with the space that they have. This is a brand new building that they built. So then the line is like no other. and they said that they built it on a way that is completely interactive, which is awesome. Then I was told by one of the Imagineers in D23 that they do have different scenes that we don't have here in Florida, and you guys rode it with us the other day. So that was the main purpose. I wanted y'all to be in that ride with us. Number two, he hinted that it could be a little bit longer than ours.
I hope so.
So I'm excited.
I think parks need to start making rides that are longer. Like these whole short rides need to go away.
Our cast member pin trading again. Yes, I see them, but
they're not as
active as before, but there's specific locations for that.
Yeah.
So there's not like everybody.
It's not like before where like cast members wore a lanyard. Like they don't have those. They have specific cast members with like something with the pins on it. They no longer have them on them.
You gotta go to a specific location.
Before, like just like when I was a leader, I had a lanyard on me. That was part of my costume kind of like thing. That I had to wear my lanyard. So leaders have not now. It's just specific people that use them.
So Disney announced that this ride obviously is debuting on the 27th, which is Friday. Again, that's our main reason why. One of the main reasons why we're going. And then they're gonna be only on a virtual queue, which is sad because when we did ours, it was on standby. And if you guys were talking about, anybody watch when we did when we actually rode this ride for the first time on opening day? Because you will be, if you thought that yesterday's madness was crazy, you got
that evil laugh.
I mean, we strive for this. We like this kind of adventures. Remember what I say,
you're not typing.
No, I'm not typing. You're right.
Mary says, I agree on short rides. That's how I feel with the Revenge of the Mummy. It's a great ride, but so short for the amount of time people. Yeah, I think we wait too long on the rides for what the rides are. So they need to come up with longer rides.
Nothing. There's so many darn. I don't know why it doesn't get to.
It's right there.
This is opening there. No, I didn't know.
It was the first one that it
gave you. Sometimes we record videos and off the specific ride or something, but multiple videos.
Right. There's Adam.
There's Adam the Woo. I cannot wait because Adam is going for the opening too. So
Khalil with short hair.
That's when Khalil was little. I cannot. We were talking about it yesterday. Like, dude, we open over here. We're going over there to open too. So that's kind of cool. So check this out.
Oh, they look little. Kyla and her merch.
We're actually. This is obviously when I was starting to take over the kids. But this is what
I was there in the back. See, there I am with glasses. Woo.
Yeah, I know. So this is when they did standby. Look at people running.
Everybody's running. Look at the camera.
Kyla has the camera, by the way. So this is how our opening looks like, guys. On a standby. That's Kyla. So that's basically us on opening day here. 2 years, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, right before the COVID hit, and we did Mickey's and Minnie Runaway, and this was actually a standby. So California announced, nope, we're gonna do virtual, which is I'm kind of a little bit disappointed on that because everybody wanted a standby because
Yeah.
that makes sure that ensures that you can actually ride it, versus, oh, sorry, you didn't get in the queue, you cannot ride it. So people are a little bit upset. um this is this is where they also have um specialty merchandise for that day. You see where it says
Yeah.
opening day merchandise. That's and it says the adventure begins on 2020. This is specific. Other than that, you cannot find that this is it. So when we tell you, we're gonna try to get our hands on these, and if we're able to get like a pin or something like that to give it out to the either the Patreon or YouTube member. This is what we mean. This is
Right.
exclusive. Um, Whoever wins it, then you're one of the few thousands that will get your hand on one of these. Um, Sadly, I don't think we even bought anything.
We didn't get
We
anything.
didn't get anything because but they
We need
normally
to start getting at least a pen.
right. They normally what they do, they have you'll probably seen this already, because they still have it around the park. So they have the normal merchandise and they have the exclusive merchandise for that day. So we're gonna try to get our hands on the exclusive merchandise for that day. See, this was also an opening day for kids, and if you call us, if you like our videos for like food and merchandise. This is what's called. Bethany, good night.
Good
Thank
night,
you so
Bethany.
much. Thank you so much
Thanks for
for
hanging out with
joining us.
us.
So there's a lot of things. I cannot wait to see what Friday brings. This is also with Adam. So as you can see, we have been really. I love Adam. Such a great guy. Very down to
Yeah.
earth. You guys saw him in the stream yesterday, somewhat, because I'm sure Karen didn't show him, but you guys saw
I
me.
might have showed him a little bit, but I try
Yeah,
not to.
you guys show me talking to him. The Who else do we have over here? Oh, look,
Jojo.
Jojo from Jojo's World. Again, we know a lot of content creators because all of us do this day in and day out. So when we tell you, hey, we talk to them and all that, we're not using my language. We're not BSing you. We just talk to them, but we just maintain our distance in term because we respect their job. And sometimes we go and record. Michael from the Green Life Collective, we love
Yeah.
Michael and Jessica. If you're not following Michael and Jessica from the Green Life Collective, you're missing out.
Yes.
I love, again, Mike and Jessica have like over 200,000 subscribers, and they come here in town, they see us, they still hug us, they still as like humble as this day, as when they met us. So the Green Life Collective, that's the name. Love Michael and Jessica. So again, we are really good friends of many people, and this is what opening of a ride in a theme park can do, just like the closing of the ride
Yeah.
can do. The amount of content creators that we saw yesterday, and it's just like it's like seeing friends and talking about it, and then reminiscing
Oh, we had that little.
yeah, we talking reminisce the the story about it. Adam says to me, "Hey, I've been writing this for over for 30 years."
Yeah.
So for me, it hits me hard that they
Yeah.
are closing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is awesome, cool that you're able to share that with the other fellow content creator. With that said, well, it's an individual lightning lane, so that means that we may get charged $20 per person. That's what it means. If we want to secure a spot, $20 per person. I'm just putting the price. It may or may not be that. Um, that's not Genie Plus. If we were to do Genie Plus, then we have to pay 25, that's 50 plus the
Plus the
let's
lightning
say
lane.
plus the lightning lane, 20 per person. Then that would have been $90 just on the two of us to make sure that we get everything.
Yeah.
So um, that's what it means. Okay. Tron's life cycle run cast member preview dates announced. So that means that Karen can start making reservations as of the 30th.
Oh, did I put that on the calendar?
I think you did put it on the calendar. And then if that happens, then she could ride it between February 6th and March 3rd. Why is this so important? Because if you're an annual pass holder or a DVC member, you're next. Chances are that after March 3rd, then it comes our turn to be able to make a reservation and try Tron. But rightfully so, as it should be, cast members are getting their previews first. So that means that Karen has to go through the same process as the guests, have to go through. She will have to log in on January 30th and try to get a spot if they're available. And then what she does is that she looks at these days and say, okay, February 8th is the best that work for me. And on this time slot, okay, they don't have it. I gotta keep looking. So you know what I mean? So that's basically how that process works. No different than us, the guests, in case you were wondering. What?
I don't know if you're gonna say that. Pretty much everybody's saying how little the kids look and how cute they are.
Oh yeah, and you know what, Miss Madeline, how are you, Madeline? She said, I agree with Karen. The rides will be great if longer. David said, look how little the kids were. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. It's incredible. In 2 years, how much they have grown.
See, Mary said even Carlos looked young.
I know. I know.
He didn't have that much white hair.
I know. So, and what's kind of cool though, so Kyla have stepped away from the camera. If you guys notice, Kyla in this video, she will grab the camera. She, at one point, if you watch our earlier video, Kyla was like me.
Yeah, she was a spokesperson.
She was the spokesperson. She was like, she was not afraid. And then all of a sudden, she slowed down. She didn't want nothing to do with that. She became a teenager, and I could only get her on camera if I catch her in a good mood, or I ask her a question, I lead her into the conversation. Lately, she's been asking me, can I hold the camera? Can I say stuff? So I'm kind of hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that she kind of take over, because between us over here, Karen and I always thought that Kyla was a natural.
Yeah.
Kalel is like the guy who likes to make people laugh. So
he's a goofball.
He'll be the entertainer.
That's why where all the dad jokes are coming.
Of the channel. Exactly. You notice he always has to have a dad joke and all that, but he will be goofing around try to make you guys laugh. So I'm kind of hoping that they kind of loose up a little bit and
kind of take over
and I could like step away a little bit, and have them give you the information as they should. So finger crossed for that, because I feel Kyla does a phenomenal job, and Kalel in the entertainment side. If you put them together, they're hilarious. Now, I mean, obviously sounding because we're being biased, but no. Sometimes that you put them together and their chemistry, and you're just shaking your head. Mary can testify that because she sees them all the time. That's what Stress Wolf Kids does.
Yes.
Yeah, gives you a lot of gray hair. Actually, I cannot blame it on the kids. Honestly, I blame it mostly on my job.
His full-time job.
My full-time job,
and not me
in the school district. When I started there, I was 24 years old. I didn't even have a gray hair.
Miss Sheila likes his dad jokes.
Yeah, right.
Cecilia, you're gonna go. Have a good night. Thanks
Have a
for
good one,
joining us.
Cecilia. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us. They're cute and funny. He researched them. He think he's all like a comedian. Uh, she won't be
Oh
saying,
no, she will.
"Oh yes,
Oh, that's her word.
yes,
She
yes,
won't.
yes." She knows,
She
and
gets
that
mad. Like every now and then, Carlos sometimes forgets to do that part, and she's like, "Hello, like you totally skipped my part."
yeah, no, and she know, and now by now she knows that you guys love it, so she's
She
not
does
gonna
it.
skip it. She was even considering to bring it as an intro or something like that.
Yeah.
So we can we try to this thing of blogging has become a family project, and sometimes I challenge them. I say, all right, what can we do different? You guys come up with ideas because I want them, we're preparing them for life. We're preparing them for like school. We're preparing them for work. So that way they start building and that creativity. So um I just hope that they both start cutting loose and I'm step away a little bit. Disney has announced that the 2023 Epcot International Flower and Festival
Flower Garden Festival.
Flower and Garden Festival will begin on March 1st, and it's a long one, all the way to July 5th. This for us is like the third favorite festival. And you guys know this, our favorite is currently happening right now, the Art Festival.
Which is a short one.
It's super short,
That one needs to
unfortunately.
be long.
And then after that is the festival of the holidays during the holidays, of course. And then number three is this one, and then number four and last is food and wine. Honestly, we don't care
No,
much about
food
that
and wine.
one. Um, it used to be really good when it was the main when it was the main, because back in the day it was only that as a festival. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. We find it completely overrated at this point.
Well, we like being the food and wine. We always think that the food lacks, like it lacks
Yeah.
flavor, lacks creativity, like it just lacks a lot of stuff. But it is
So
what it is.
if you guys didn't know this, get ready. I mean, hopefully you guys follow us on Instagram because I post this all the time. But now you can save up to $700 on a 2-night stay on select Disney Resort hotels when combining it with the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Please tell me that this is not a desperate move at this point. They are so desperate to get the Star
$700
Cruiser,
is still not enough.
the Star Cruiser book. Then now they're instead of, and this is the part that gets me like dumbified, I guess.
Dumbfounded.
No, I'm like a zombie but dumb right now. Why wouldn't they not apply this $700 directly to the stupid Star Cruiser? Stop beating them.
Oh, I say and combine with the
No, what they're
we
saying,
selected Disney Resort, but which one do they show you?
the expensive
The
one.
Grand. So you
Yeah.
have to stay in a most likely you're gonna have to stay in a deluxe to get $700 off.
Look, so what
Yeah.
they're saying that you could save $350 per night if you stay here. These are the three resorts,
The three deluxe resort.
right? And then 250 if you stay over here, and then 150 you stay on Colorado Spring.
Corner.
That's what they're saying. So, but the whole deal is that you gotta stay at least 2 nights. So, even Coronado Spring, you could save $300. Okay, so for a family of four, we would be $6,000. So now it's gonna be 5,700. Stop playing the BS game, Disney, and go ahead and apply a $700
Even that's not
or
enough.
and lower that price. They are so freaking desperate. They don't know what else to do. They don't know. And then they went ahead. They announced this, and then the same day they went ahead and canceled people.
Yeah.
They already have reservation because
it wasn't sold out.
it was
wasn't
already it was less than 25% capacity. So they ended up canceling them. And instead of, come across and say, hey, we failed. We really have to change this whole concept and lower the price because we have failed. Maybe Iger will do it. Maybe they're in conversation and they're trying to see what else they could do, but it's just like it's silly. Yeah, that is very desperate. Carlos very desperate. Yeah,
Yes.
it is, and it's stupid. I'm not okay. You're gonna give me up to $700, but then you want me to
Spend the $700 on one of those resorts. Yeah.
this is gonna be one night.
Yeah.
That's it's just totally
So
stupid. But anyway,
you're not saving any money there.
I just want to put it out there in case that calls your attention, or you just want to have a laugh. Since Kalel is not around to tell you that joke, I'll tell you a Disney joke. Here you go.
Knock knock.
You didn't even have to knock for that joke. All right. There's a section I want to show this because every time that we go, it's either during the night or
During the night.
No, if it's even during the day, it's not even started because we've been there semi early. It's kind of halfway through.
Yeah.
But they have something that is called the expression section in the Festival of the Art. I just want to show you how it works. So you go to the expression section. We had shown it in videos before. Then you get that little pane, and then they give you a number, and then they tell you, okay, because you have whatever this number 7 yellow, then you're gonna paint, what is it, 3 or 4 squares?
4 squares in the section, the 7th section.
So everybody can do it. So like the 4 of us will have
4 different colors.
4 different colors, which is kind of cool.
Pick 4 different sections.
So at the end, this is what it looks like after people have painted. Now that's all depending on how busy the park is. There's a lot of times that it's incomplete at the end of the night because they didn't have all the attendance. And then tomorrow,
and a lot of people, and some people know and they don't know.
And then tomorrow they, at the end of the night they take it off and then put a new one, and they restart it again. But they have different every week they change it. So,
and it's free.
Yeah, it's free too. It's part of the festival, so it's pretty. Look, by the distance you can see it, but you could also see that it hasn't been finished. You see what I mean? But I just want to give you guys the idea of what that meant. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool to participate. As you can see, everybody can do it. Super organized. People love it. So anyway, Michela says, I think that Empire needs to send the Death Star to destroy the housing. You're not that far.
Yes.
You're not that far from that truth. They need to. So Disneyland reveals the Runaway Railway cast member costume completely different than ours, by the way. Ours don't look like that at all. Because ours look like they're conductors.
Yes.
So this is kind of neat. Again,
well, she's a conductor.
I love
the cartoonish bow tie and the scarf that she's wearing.
I do like anything that deals with opening a new attraction or ride. Now this is happening. I'm excited about this. I had no idea that by the time that we will go, we were gonna be able to share this with you. So currently in Disney California Adventure, they're celebrating the Lunar New Year. This started last weekend, by the way. And not only that, we can actually meet Oswald, and for the first time ever, she's debuting. Hortensia is debuting, so now we could do a meet and greet with her. So that's pretty cool,
Yeah.
And when we go there, we are gonna be able to enjoy the Lunar New Year, which for content we're gonna be able to share with you guys. So I'm excited about that. Michela said those costumes are cute. Yes, they are. So this is gonna be running from the January 20th, which is already started, all the way to February 15th. And I had no idea that it was going. I thought it was only for the weekend or the week, and it was gonna be gone.
I thought it was just for the weekend.
I thought it was maybe like a week, and it's gonna be done by the time that we would arrive.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even looking into it, but hey, it ended up being a really nice surprise. I mentioned the other day in a live stream that now Epcot has new parking. So now this is what it used to be. Names, yeah. This is what it used to be. The Journey, Amaze, Imagine. A lot of times we will park in these sections over here. Now this is how they call. So now they still the same area. I mean, they're called the characters now.
That's cool.
So it has become like Magic Kingdom and
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios. So that's kind of cool, right? Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, hey, hey,
Eh,
hey.
So I barely park over here. The only way you could park in this parking Gamora is if you open Epcot. And pro tip: if you let's say Epcot opens normally at 8 or 9 in the morning, if you come at 8 or 9 in the morning, they will park you over here, and then because they start over here, they park you over here. This parking lot over here happens to be for actually I'm saying it wrong. I was looking over here. This is a brand new parking that they're actually building, I think.
That's
But
another.
no, they park you over here on Wally. So what happens is that they start you back here. This half over here is for cast member. The cool thing about it is that you just walk over here and then use the security that is in here. That if you come early, you're not gonna make a line. In less than half an hour, I promise you, they're gonna start parking people in Crush. They don't even move it to Hey Hey at all. They start in Crush. And I saw there's a lot of people plus the monorail going through this security point over here. Because you park over here, I mean Wally, you just enter the park super fast. So that's a pro tip. Sometimes it pays off to wake up early. And then for us, it works because Karen and I sometimes when we do reviews or we buy merchandise, Karen has gone back to the parking lot, drop it off, and come over here because she doesn't have to walk all the way down
Yeah.
here, you know. So that's how Epcot works their parking spot. So they do this, and then after that, and then Prime parking, they park you over here. So everybody start parking here. Once this is full, then they move you over here. Moana is the last one to be touched, by the way. So just want to share that with you,
A little insight.
just because we barely go to that park. So look how pretty that looks.
That was cool. Yeah.
It looks very vivid.
Yes.
So it's funny because we went to Epcot and then the next day
The next day, yeah.
they did that. So I like it. Now Epcot still does not have trams.
No.
And that's one thing that they said that all theme parks by the end of 2022 will have trams, but nope, nothing yet. So anyway, that just give you the idea of how the parking is looking right now. They're moving right along. Ariel's Grotto, Little Mermaid meet and greet reopens at Magic Kingdom. The whole thing about Splash Mountain was so intense in terms of that people wanted to do it that people forgot that the same day this opened. The highest that people saw this go was 40 minutes. And it was when people discovered that, oh, by the way, today Ariel is back. And then people started going to Ariel. But as for what I saw and heard, the lines usually was between 5 to 10 minutes, which is very not usual for Ariel. By the way, this line gets busy most of the time too. So, yep, Splash Mountain helped deviating a lot of the attention from other rides.
Anywhere, anything else.
Yesterday was the perfect day for anybody who was in that park. They did not care much about riding Splash Mountain.
Or the ones that got there early and did it early.
Yeah, because can you believe that Splash Mountain was when Splash was at 4 hours? Big Thunder Mountain, it was at 15 minutes.
15, yeah.
In that 15 minutes, I was told there was a walk on. So anyway, now you're finally able to meet. And you see, I think the highest was 40 minutes. So now you're gonna be able to meet Ariel, which is cool. I remember when they opened this, and we got a picture with Kyla dressed up like Ariel, sitting down next to Ariel. It's the cutest thing in the world. So this bringing back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
Now that they're using this helmet now as a photo
Oh, like the
pass,
Mickey one.
right? So
Yeah.
now they no longer have a photo pass cast. Now it's automatic. Just so you guys know. So there you go. You got Ariel. Obviously, you guys know this large crowds turn out on Splash Mountain
That was
for
expected.
the closing. We were expecting that. This is how the final drop was. The final rope drop
And Magic Kingdom 4 Splash.
for Splash Mountain. Notice everybody headed to Splash Mountain since it opened. So it was busy from the get go. I mean, to be expected. So a lot of people wanted to pay their respect.
It would have
Wanted to
been. I
ride
think it would
it.
have been cool to be the first ones to ride it and the last ones to ride it on that day. That would have been cool.
That's what Adam was attempting. Disney did not waste any time, guys. The map, the new map today, the paper map, not the electronic, the paper map is already saying Tiana's Bayou Adventure opening on 2024. That was the first thing reported this morning. Like they did not waste any time right over here. That was the paper map.
We need that map.
We needed the map yesterday because it was the last printed. Now construction, not only they did not do that, but they also went ahead and bam, this is how um, Splash showed up this morning. Construction walls all over already. They did not hold back. This is how it looks.
They're already draining it.
They're already draining it. So, yeah.
They're quick.
A lot of people were like heartbroken this morning.
Yeah.
Because it's the reality.
Yeah.
You know, there was many people pictures online of these doors closing and people crying over here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a cast member closing the doors, two security guards, and we may be able to see it on Adam's video. I'm going to show it to you in a second. Two security guards just looking at the doors closing or closed.
Clearing Splash Mountain for the last time.
It's so real. We were able to get those. The video, which I kept asking, do you think it's gonna change? Yep. New narration on the Walt Disney World Railroad teases upcoming Tiana's Bayou now. And I didn't notice the Liberty Boat also used to talk about that. And as of yesterday,
they have to, yeah.
They they were saying for the final day because Adam wrote it.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Draven, hey guys, love your content. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And we love you. Thank you for taking the time to watch our content.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
So in the new narration, basically the conductor says, on a more musical note, just ahead, I heard some new critters are moving in and looking to make a splash. They can listen. We're almost there. So that's what they're saying.
Cute.
This is how the work began.
Draining it.
And they're draining it.
Buena Vista Construction Company. I wonder what they're gonna find in there. In all that water.
So I was told that there were guests watching this thing being drained and crying this morning because they're in disbelief. Again, you're moving to something new. Change sometimes it's hard. You know, these hold still hold a piece of history. Again, memories. Many family created memories on this ride because you know, the whole drop and all that. You know. Now let me show you this. I want to show you. You hear me talking about Adam. This is Adam the Wolf, one of the biggest content.
I heard me.
Classes.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the people that buy it.
still gonna be the same water, people.
So anyway, I want to show you guys this because I think this is important. Because this is the section that I think we missed. Okay. Remember that guy? You guys remember that guy from last night? So I'm gonna show you this really quick because this is Adam interviewing different people. But all right. Again, this is sister celebrating. It's different when you're there. Yeah, the funeral dude got cracking up.
It was funny.
Look. He's talking about that a lot of the cast members were crying. Look, look.
Wow, that's a lot of people still there.
People stay until the last log was dropped.
Kim. Let that guy get it love for himself.
The energy.
They were slowing down, like they were just sending with one or two. They were really like the guys were really like milky in the end.
No, they were preparing the
Yeah.
crowd. And this is the part that I love about making history, guys. This is what we strive for. You see, it's these moments. People like Adam, people like us, people that stay there. This is something that we'll cherish forever, and this is documented for the rest of our life. By this time, Karen and I are already walking out because we knew that all this crowd was coming. These are cast members, guys. These are cast members. Cast members are starting to come down now. You see them? These are the cast members from Splash Mountain.
Oh, engineers.
The engineers
came down.
More cast members. It was amazing that they allowed the cast members to have the last splash.
Those are all engineers.
Look at the cell phones. It just gave me the goosebumps. And wait until you see this part. This part's even better. The last cast members. Apparently, they announced that. I was told they announced it so people will know that I was the last cast member. All right, cast members are going home. Watch this.
Fantastic night.
As cast member leaving, the crowd stayed there to say goodbye to them, clapping for them, telling them thank you.
That girl is loving it.
Amazing way to capture history. An amazing way, and I commend Adam the Wolf for paying tribute, not so much on the right, but on the cast member. He did what I wanted to do, but unfortunately, we had to come
Yeah,
and
we had
work.
to leave.
We had to come and work, so
Oh, we
we
had to check
couldn't
up.
do it.
We had to check up on Kyla too.
Yeah, Kyla wasn't feeling well, so um, I knew Adam told me I'm staying here on to the end of the night. Adam opened the park, so he was there at 9 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
He did not leave until 1 in the morning, something like that. He said. Um, so when we tell you, hey, we're here because this is history, we really want to show this to you. That this is what we're looking for. And you saw Adam in our video Mickey and Minnie Runaway. I know he's gonna be in Disneyland again, capturing history. This is what we love the most. But most importantly, is the fact that every single one of the cast members got recognized, rightfully so. If you were watching last night live stream, as we were thanking them, you heard one or two that said, "We don't know yet where we're going."
Right.
So
some knew and some still didn't know.
as a cast member,
some knew the land that they were going. They just don't know
they
where.
don't know the location, they don't know the time, they don't know anything. So you gotta see it this way. Now you're being displaced. The home that you might have known for so many years is gonna be moved away for a year and a half or so, right? Yeah. For them, it's extremely hard to like, wow, what do I do now? This is a new beginning for me too. So we go back to we don't want to get into the political aspect of these. We respect everybody, but you got to see that these represents a very important moment in many people's life. Even for a cast member to say, "Hey, I've been there, um, working for so many years, and now I'm being displaced. I don't have anywhere to go. I know where I'm going,
but they have somewhere to go.
They're gonna have a job, but they just don't know where yet. I'll get back to you, David. Carol, have a good night.
Have a
Thank you
good
so
night.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. David said they're probably going to sell merchandise on Splash Mountain in front of the park soon. I hope so,
Yeah.
but they no, they made it disappear because it was too controversial, and I feel Disney didn't want to take advantage of the controversial aspect and wanted to respect. That's what I mean. Even though people are offended, had Disney's intention would have been uncapitalized, Disney had lost so much money.
Oh, they could have done like last day merch.
They could have done a last day merch and they would have sold out. Trust me, everybody was looking for that merchandise like you had no idea. And they didn't do it. I mean, obviously they're not gonna tell you in the open, and especially that Disney does merchandise for everything, but you can tell Disney's avoiding the fact that they recognize that this is very important for other people. People feel to a certain degree, and we saw it based on Marquis' comment earlier, and I'm not judging him. The people don't feel comfortable with this the message that this writer it was sending. You know what I mean? So Disney knew that, but that was my point to Marquis. It's not Disney's intention to make people feel like that. Had that would have been the intention, they wouldn't care. They would have sold merchandise left and right. Yeah. When they reopened after pandemic, that was the only time they had merchandise, and it was the merchandise left from before they opened, from that March when they closed March 16, March 17, or 2020. That was the leftover merchandise because they told us, trust me, we were there. And that merchandise sold out like that because by then, because remember, it was during pandemic that it came out that this was going to be rethemed. And since then, they didn't bring anything else. They didn't. And they could have capitalized. And like Karen said, they could have done last minute merch, but they knew it was gonna bother people, and they want to be respectful. But it's not the message. It's just again, people have built memories, and even as a cast member, you build memories. Karen, I'm imagining when she was working her previous restaurants, you get to the point that she met cast member that they opened
Right.
that restaurant and she made a connection with those cast member. And when your boss comes and say, as of Monday, you're gonna be transferred here, and she have made this connection, it's hard for people to
Right.
move. It's like, shoot, I love this cast member. I love being here. I love these 3 years that I've been part of
Right.
the history of this restaurant. You know what I mean? So you make that connection, and it's super hard. So I am happy that people pay the respect to the cast member. They say thank you. That one thing that we heard over and
Oh,
over. It wasn't only us. People were saying thank you, thank you, thank you to the cast member. It's not their fault. Whatever message was established on the book, or that's not the cast member fault. But the cast member was part of bringing the magic that helped creating
right.
memories among the family. So that's a chapter that it has closed, whether we like it or not, whether we're happy or not.
New one's
A
beginning.
new one is beginning. Princess Tiana is coming. I'm excited about that because it's a new change. I'm gonna treat it like it's a new ride for me,
It's gonna be a new ride.
because it's gonna be everything. There's gonna be a lot of structural things that they may have to do. Opening late 2024. That's the only thing that we know. They have not announced what's happening in
California.
California, when they're gonna shut that one down. uh, Adam and I were talking. He told me something. He makes completely sense. He's like they're probably waiting to open Mickey and Minnie
Minis.
in Toontown because
Right.
Toontown is to open in April, and then they're gonna
They're
drop
gonna
it.
close.
They kind of want to get.
They need something else
Exactly.
before they take it off.
Exactly. Hey, people, we're giving you this, but we're gonna take this away. So it's coming for California too. I'm excited to share a movie that until this day I have sat down with Kyla
One
to
of Kyla's
watch it.
favorite.
One of Kyla's favorite movie to watch is Princess and the Frog. And as a father, to be able to watch that when she was my little princess, and to learn those songs and learn the character. So now I get to share that with Kyla
An actual ride.
in a
And
ride.
a new one, like an opening.
That's another memory that I'm creating. Thank you to Disney. Just like Universal with Super Nintendo. I was raised with Super Nintendo, Mario, and the fact that Kalel is a video gamer. And even though he's not going on this trip, I cannot freaking wait when we go together to
Yeah.
Epic Universe. And he's probably making fun of me because he may be kicking my butt on Mario Kart.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
He will.
And he will be bragging about that. So again, it's just like the memories that we create as a family is the thing that nobody can take away, and that's what I wanted to share this with you tonight. If Marquis still connected or he comes back later on, it was not my intention to pick out on an argument or offend anybody. Bottom line, we are a family, and our message is when you go to this theme park, focus on creating memories with your families because you never know. Life is too short. Either the ride is going to be taken away and our time is borrowed. So create memories. And I don't look at the fact of what is being said. I look at the fact that how many times I was next to Kyle and Kalele, like,
Yeah.
or, that's what I look at, the pictures and all that. So anyway, pretty cool.
Right. So I had to get my daughter into Disney so she can know these old movies. Yes. Definitely.
You do. You gotta start watching all these movies too, and with your daughter, so that way you're ready. So when you girls come, together, you're able to share that moment and cherish that moment with them, because that's exactly what I've done with Kyla. Hey, in Kaleo. Hey, Mary, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you so much. But anyway, we're gonna call it over here too, because I'm exhausted. We gotta go to sleep too. Um, thank you so much for joining us. I still haven't even touched this video that I recorded yesterday. Please watch it because again, we're gonna show you part of the adventure in the morning. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna see everything that we saw. Please watch it. Hit that like also on that video. Hopefully, I'll release it by Wednesday so that way we stay on schedule. Um, and then Thursday, once we're in
Be troubling.
Disneyland, you know, Friday, pray for us so we get the Lightning Lane and the virtual cube. But we'll be in Disneyland showing you guys our experience.
Excited.
With mixed feelings because it's only the two of us, So bear with us if we start saying, "Oh my God, we miss Kyla and Kyla," or I wish we wish they would be here. But anyway, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for everything, all the love and support during this day. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much, Michela. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Thank you for the likes. It means the world to us.
Yes, it does.
We mean it. Thank you. Have a great week, everybody.